Yeah, 1973, our first planting went in. It was a whole acre of Pinot Noir and an entire acre of Riesling.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, 2 whole acres. Exactly. My dad kind of jokes about it. At the time, there was really there was red, white, and pink was kind of the big flavors of wine, and so they were really kind of the forefront with kind of some of the other pioneers in the industry of establishing Oregon Pinot Noir. So it's been, for me, it's really intrinsic. For those guys, it was a big gamble,
Real big.
Yeah, real big. And I think sometimes we lose sight of that. As we the industry's well over 50 years old now, and there's a lot of new blood in it. I think sometimes we've got to pause a little bit and really. I saw a great quote the other day. That we're kind of standing on the shoulders of some giants, and it's pretty special. It's a big deal. Yeah, it's really and I think it is what makes kind of the wine industry unique. In terms of other industries. Here in the U.S. So and throughout the world, really. Yeah. Yeah, very much so. And I think that was what makes it so charming too, especially in Oregon, because it is, it's still in the giant scheme of things, it's a minuscule amount of production in terms of the, certainly, U.S. production and global. This is really benefits the Willamette Valley Wineries Association, which I'm also on the board of the association. So this is really about, giving trade. And kind of the bread and butter of the Oregon wine industry is kind of the trade and the media, a chance to really connect with winemakers on a really personal level, to kind of help tell the story of the Willamette Valley Wineries Association and really kind of, better us all. We're all there. It's a neat auction because we're not there under our own labels. We're there under Willamette Valley Wineries Association. We all look the same. The wines all taste different, but it's really fun because it kind of brings us all together in a really unique way. And I think it is in the best tradition of Oregon in terms of how much we collaborate. We all work hard to make our best wines, and we're competitors in one sense, but we're also very much friends and neighbors in the other.
I think that's a tradition in the wine business, is that you guys, you're farmers, you help each other.
Yeah, I think that's really because it kind of comes from, the backbone of the industry is farming, and it's how I grew up. My passion is farming, and so it really kind of that thing was never lost in the wine business. So it's been great, especially in Oregon. It is, and that's super exciting. What's really happened here in the last 10 years has just been obviously unprecedented for Oregon, but it's really, kind of put us on the map in a really special way. My sister and I, we worked plenty of weekends and long summers, planting grapes, watering grapes, pruning grapes, a variety of things that we all, it's kind of certainly in our DNA in the sense that we got drafted into it at a very early age. Well, I've told the story many times, but I wanted to farm. I knew I wanted to farm in high school. Wow. And that's what I wanted to do. I love machinery. I love the dirt. I love the sun, the rain, the whole thing. And, but my parents said, no, absolutely not. They're like, you are not going to farm. We don't want you to farm. So I didn't really have a choice. So I left. I was gone for about 15 years. And I have a mechanical engineering degree, and I got to work in all kind of those fun places, really industrial type engineering. And it was a great experience. I got to travel around the U.S. a lot. But my hope was always to come back here. And so I was afforded that opportunity about 9 years ago. It's just been fantastic. Well, it's kind of an interesting story. So we were, I was with my sister at, she had bought me tickets to the Killers in Portland. We were at the concert watching the Killers, and then of course, we enjoyed the concert and we go out and hit the bars in Portland, and my sister was raving about her career, how much she loved it. And she's like, how do you feel about yours? And I'm like, well, it's not what I love to do. And I said, I really want to go back and farm. I want to work the vineyards. I want to get really immersed in the wine industry, where, you and I grew up. And she just looked at me and, well, what's stopping you? Are you waiting for mom and dad to die? And I said, well, yeah, I kind of am. and she was like, well, that's not smart. And so that started the conversation with my folks. And at that time, my parents were in their early 70s, and they'd built this business up. They're still running it. But I think they were kind of like, where's their off-ramp from this? And so after a lot of discussion with them, I came back in, and I haven't looked back for a second. And it's been great. I get to work with my parents. I still learn from them every day. They are still active participants in the business. I get to spend a lot of time with them. So what I get to do is so unique and super special. So, I'm thankful every day. It's a great life, and I work in a beautiful part of the country. I live in Yamhill County. It's fantastic. Okay, that was awesome.